100,000 leaflets have been printed and distributed in the search for Corrie McKeague. 10,000 were handed out by his mum and two brothers outside Norwich City Football Stadium on Saturday. A desperate plea for the public's help. Today they spoke to me about their hopes and fears.
As each day goes by, it is harder to keep staying positive. Initially, I think, like everybody, we'd hoped that we were just going to find him. He's been in an accident and he was just going to be found quite quickly. As each day goes by and there's no trace of him anywhere, it does look more and more like something bad has happened.
Corrie was last seen on CCTV in the centre of Bury St Edmunds on September the 24th. It's believed he was attempting to walk the 10 miles to his RAF base at Honington. The police are investigating the sighting of a man wearing light clothing here on Hollow Road, close to the rear of the Bury St Edmunds sugar factory. That was in the early hours of Saturday morning, September the 24th, about 4:20. Now, they stress it's not a confirmed sighting, but they are keen to hear from anyone who was in this area at the time. His disappearance has sparked a massive search in the area around Bury St Edmunds.
Our hope is absolutely still there, because if anybody could ever come home saying, "You will not believe what's happened to me," it's Corrie. It's the one thing that we do keep saying to each other. Yep, he still could come back.
The police know he used this takeaway in Bury on the night of his disappearance. Very little else is known, leaving the family believing he was taken against his will.
Saying that he's been hit by a car is just as likely as saying that he's been stuffed into the back of a van. You can't literally go on anything because there is no information further than him stepping into that area.
Last week, Nicola was on ITV's Good Morning Britain, saying she believed her son was still alive. As the days go by, is it harder to feel that?
It is absolutely harder to think it. However, I am a practical person and I do not have one shred of evidence that shows me that Corrie is dead. So I am going to keep believing that he is alive until we get him back. That's the only way that we can function. It's the only way that we can get through this.
Corrie's mum says she wants to go into local schools to speak to teenagers who may have been out in Bury St Edmunds that night, but who might be reluctant to come forward, leaving no stone unturned in the quest to discover what's happened to her son. Malcolm Robertson, ITV News, Bury St Edmunds.